Hi to all my friends who personally know me and for those who came across this podcast. Welcome to Tete-A-Tetes, wherein we will have small talks about life. As a member of Generation Z, I have decided to start this podcast where we will be talking about a lot of misconceptions, topics, and issues that this generation faces. I would also be sharing personal experiences that you might find helpful in your personal walk in life. However, my approach in life may be different to your approach. Thus, I want to share my personal journey to serve as inspiration for those who are finding their purpose or for those who are struggling in life. Let us learn together. Let us live together and slowly let us unfold the answers to our questions about life. You can share your thoughts in the comment section and I will read them all with a delightful heart. So for the first episode of this podcast, we will be talking about anxiety. Fear is the anxiety over the unknown. Indeed, we are facing trying times which make us doubt our capabilities and wonder the future that lies before us. Yes, I also experience thoughts that make me question if I deserve to be happy. I also experience different scenarios replaying in my mind as I close my eyes every night. These thoughts also prevent me from having a good night's slumber. These thoughts have also caused my heart to fear the unknown. I tell you, being fearful is not okay because even the smallest things would scare you. It is not healthy and it will not allow you to enjoy the steps that you are taking. I do not know whatever burden you are carrying, but I know the feeling of having too much fear over something that is bound to happen. With this, I began to question how other people cope up with this fear of the unknown. I have started to ask how others live, even carrying a lot of questions about life itself. During one of my lowest points, I even envied how others are still able to smile despite the presence of fear. Here, I have realized that life is meant to be lived and not to be feared. I had so many self-talks before realizing that what matters the most is your present life. Yes, I may not know the future. It is also certain that I may no longer exist in the future. But what keeps me going? It is the fact that every time I wake up in the morning is another chance given to me by God. This may sound cliché, but the uncertainty is what makes life exciting. I tell you folks, one of the things that I do not like when I am watching a movie or reading a book is knowing the ending. For some, knowing the ending of the story excites them. However, life is something that should not be spoiled. The only person or being that knows the end of our lives is God. What helped me overcome some of my anxiety is accepting the fact that God is the one holding our lives. Isn't it amazing that God knows every single thing on this universe? Isn't it amazing to trust a God that has been there from the start? Now, you may not believe in religion or even in God, but I am sharing my secret in overcoming my fears. You may have handled your uncertainties differently, so I want you to share them in the comment section. Let us help and enlighten each other. It is hard to face these anxieties alone. So if you want someone to talk to or someone who would listen to you, you have me. Now, here's an experience that has really nudged me to break away from my anxious thoughts. A couple of days ago, we were watching a film on Netflix. You might also want to watch it while taking a break. The title of the movie is A Week Away. One of the characters said that trusting God despite the uncertainties or just trusting the process despite not knowing the circumstances or outcome is called faith. Honestly, there are still a lot of thoughts I have whenever I go to bed. But I have slowly surrendered every thought and fear to the God who holds and knows my future. I have decided to let go of my thoughts and to have faith because I have nothing to lose. As a person who wants to be certain in my every move, I am teaching myself to also embrace uncertainty. You can never be too certain in life. Like a movie, life has its twists and turns. Thus, as the one who is living a life of uncertainties, you must always be prepared in life. You must always be ready to let go and to have faith in the process. Just like what we always say in church, ang buhay ay gulatan kaya dapat lagi kang handa. And that's all for our first episode of Tete-A-Tetes. Thank you for tuning and listening to my rambles. I hope you'll have a great day. Always remember to let go and have faith. Padayon, listeners!